The clock just ticked on your wall, did you hear it? That single sound was not merely another second sliding away. It was heaven's countdown tapping gently and urgently on the door of your soul. Right now, something has shifted in the unseen. Angels are moving. Records are opening. A holy wind is pressing through the narrow places of your life, and the one who formed you is saying, "Listen now. Do not let this moment pass." You have felt the tremor inside your chest, the electricity that hums through your spirit and refuses to be explained away as stress or fatigue. That is not anxiety. That is alignment. Heaven is drawing close, and the veil is thinner than breath. I speak to you not to frighten you, but because love tells the truth and truth moves with urgency. Archangel Michael whispers, "Trust me." His sword is already drawn, bright with a flame that darkness cannot imitate. Around him, the host assembles, Gabriel poised to announce, Raphael carrying medicine for wounds you never had words for, Uriel lighting hidden paths, and the others standing shoulder to shoulder, a ring of fire around your life. Their presence does not announce weakness in heaven. It announces worth in you. You matter so much to the heart of God that the armies of light have taken formation. You ask, why me? Because you are not ordinary. You were not designed to drift. Before your first breath, the codes of a calling were woven into your being. That is why the warfare felt personal. That is why the rooms you never entered echoed your name. That is why rejection struck where it should have been safe, and betrayal arose where you offered your gentlest trust. The weight you carry is the cost of a key heaven placed in your hand, a key that fits doors no one else can open. Hear me. Free will is the law of partnership. Heaven will not violate what makes love meaningful, your yes. Angels will not overrun the threshold of your soul. They wait for agreement. This is why your decision carries thunder. With your trust, the hosts move unhindered. Without your trust, assignments stall like ships in windless waters. There is exposure in this hour. A woman who smiled at your face and spoke against your name in the hidden rooms. Heaven's light is upon her schemes. But hear this clearly. Exposure is not about your revenge, it is about your release. What tangled your path will unravel. What pretended to keep things in order will be revealed as a gate against your future, and Michael will cut that gate from hinge to hinge. Yet even now, guard your heart. Your liberation must not become your bitterness. Let light judge. Let mercy mend. You have felt the pattern. Sudden losses, inexplicable delays, doors that looked promising and projects that trembled apart at the moment of birth. Not coincidence, interference. You are being pushed from the corridor that leads to your assignment. But the hand of God has reached into your story, and the command has gone forth. Enough. The interference breaks. The chokehold loosens. What was held in place by whispers will be undone by a louder word. Breathe, slow, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let the shoulders you have carried like a city gate begin to soften. The Father is not late, he is exact. If revelation had come sooner, you would have misread it. If it had come later, you would have made peace with less than you were born to carry. Tonight is the right hour. Listen to the holy arithmetic of heaven. Every wasted hour, if surrendered, can be redeemed. Every overlooked gift, if uncovered, can be multiplied. Every tear you hid in silence was bottled, not lost. Every prayer you whispered when words were a luxury was written, not dismissed. You are not starting from nothing. You are standing on a ledger of grace. Now, lift your eyes. There is a mirror the enemy has been holding before you, fogged with your past, etched with your failures, magnifying your weakness until the imago Dei inside you blurred. Watch. God shatters that mirror. The glass falls like rain. A new reflection stands where distortion once stood. His strength in your weakness, his beauty in your brokenness, his mastery in the lines your life has earned. This is not positive thinking, this is revelation. And revelation transfigures what information never could. Some of you dimmed your light because shining drew criticism. Some buried talent because visibility felt unsafe. Some edited your story down to something palatable because truth felt too vulnerable. But hear the Spirit. The safest place in the universe is the center of God, Will. The gift you hide is the key you keep searching for. The door you pray would open is waiting for the sound of your voice. You ask again, why me? Because humility has been confused with doubt. Humility is yes. Doubt is silence. Humility bows and obeys. Doubt bargains and delays. You were not chosen because you earned it. You were chosen because love wanted you. Respond as one loved. Michael speaks with a tenderness that surprises warriors. I will fight for you, but you must trust me. Trust is not a feeling. Trust is a decision. Trust says, I will step while the ground is still forming. Trust lets angels finish what prayer has begun. Trust turns a threshold into a passage. There is another matter the Lord brings to your remembrance, the wounds that taught you to expect little. You survived by lowering hope, by calling smallness wisdom, by learning to live with not enough. Survival is not your identity. Lift the expectation you laid in the grave of disappointment. Come out from covenant with lack. The table in front of you is not symbolic, it is provision. The cup in your hand is not metaphor, it is oil. Feel the air around you change, it's not imagination. The atmosphere of your room is thickening with purpose. Colors deepen when hope returns. Ordinary objects become altars when surrender fills the lungs. This is how heaven enters a place, quietly and absolutely. Hear the Father. I am exposing what resisted you, and I am restoring what belongs to you. But I am also repairing how you see. To walk forward, you must look with new eyes. New eyes read delay as preparation, not rejection. New eyes call closed doors protection, not punishment. New eyes see in people what fear could not, and hear in storms the sermon hidden in thunder. There is a sentence heaven is writing across your name. Marked. Marked by promise. Oil demons cannot bear and angels cannot ignore. Marked by assignment. Threads that touch generations yet unborn. Marked by presence. The quiet certainty that God is with you when no one else understands why you still believe. Pause. Put your hand on your heart. Feel the rhythm. Gift, not guarantee. Mercy, not wage. With each beat, the question returns. Will you trust? Heaven does not coerce. Heaven invites. But know this. Windows have edges. There is a narrowness to holy timing that asks for a present tense yes. Not later. Now. To the one who was betrayed. Your trust will not be wasted this time. To the one who lost years. The restorer of time walks your halls tonight. To the one who fears pride. Your yes is not performance. It is obedience. To the one who fears failure. Failure is not final when faith is alive. A word about justice and mercy. God is exposing the woman who smiled and slandered, the chain of agreements and rooms that empowered her. Yet the exposure is surgery, not spectacle. Let bitterness find no throne in you. Let truth do the cutting and love do the closing. Your freedom must be fuller than your fury. Archangel Gabriel leans near. Your name is on a scroll for announcement, not for fame, for assignment. Archangel Raphael touches the places that throb when no one is watching. Bones that remember impact, thoughts that loop, breath that shortens at 3 a.m., and pours a balm that does not numb, but finishes healing. Uriel brings a lantern to the corner where strategy hides in plain sight. The others take their stations around your family, your relationships, your finances, your faith. A circumference of flame says, this one is under orders of light. You say, I have tried before. Heaven answers, you tried alone. Now agree. The law of the Spirit is partnership. Agreement is the voltage that brings the circuit to life. Your amen is not a courtesy, it is a key. Let us speak of the future not as a threat but as a birth. Creation's labor pains are nearer now. The contractions of war and rumor of fire and flood, of love cooling and truth traded. The point of birth pains is not panic. It is preparation. The child is not calamity. The child is promise. So anchor your fear in a manger and let hope grow teeth. The Father continues. You have called yourself late. I call you on time. You have called yourself small. I call you specific. You have called yourself broken. I call you ready. Heaven is not waiting for your perfection. Heaven is waiting for your permission. If you need words, borrow these. Father, I open my heart. I cancel agreement with fear and with lies. I receive your truth. I trust your timing. I say yes. Whisper them, sing them, breathe them. Heaven hears at any volume. Now, watch the room. A door you could not see begins to breathe open. The path you could not plan begins to level. A name you needed to know rises to the surface. A number, a place, a step, one step, becomes unmistakably clear. Obedience does not require all the steps. It sanctifies the next one. And as you step, hear Michael again. I will fight for you. He has before. That is why you outlived plots you never discovered. That is why accidents missed by inches and words meant to break you lost their teeth. You thought it was luck, it was a shield. You thought you stumbled through, you were carried. This is your unveiling. This is the season of name change, no longer defined by what hurt you but by the hand that healed you. The scrolls that said almost are being replaced by scrolls that say fulfilled. The label that said too late is being peeled back to reveal right on time. The Father smiles. I bend the heavens not to crush you, but to crown you with purpose. He places peace upon your shoulders the way a king places a mantle, weighty enough to steady, light enough to move. He anoints your mind with a clarity that does not shout but never wavers. He steadies your hands so they can build what fear said you could not. And to the question in the back of your soul, what if I say yes and it still falls apart? The answer comes like sunrise. Say yes again. Kingdoms are grown by faithful repetitions. The seed does not argue with the soil. It disappears and becomes more than itself. Hear one more thing about those who hurt you. Forgiveness is not permission. Forgiveness is release. You are not letting them get away with anything. You are letting yourself get free of everything. Justice is God's tool. Joy is yours. Choose joy before you see justice, and you will see both. Take inventory of your light. It is brighter than you believe. You have carried hope into rooms that stopped hoping. You have steadied hearts that hid their shaking. You have been faithful in little and faithful in pain. Heaven calls that greatness. So here we stand at the threshold again, the place where fear suggests postponement and faith calls your name. The hosts are not moving in panic but in precision. The 20 seconds of heaven is not a countdown meant to terrorize. It is a window meant to focus. This is such a window. Say it with me, slowly, like vows. I trust you. I agree with heaven. I receive my assignment. I forgive. I go forward. Let those syllables become anchors in your mouth. Let them ring in your room. Let them write today's page with gold. God is with you. Not as a slogan, but as atmosphere. Not as a theory, but as nearness. In the hallways you must walk alone. You will not be alone. In the conversations you dread, you will be given words and a wisdom none can resist. In the places that once undid you, you will carry a calm that undoes the storm. And when the mirror of accusation rises again, and it will, remember the sound of broken glass tonight. Remember that the old reflection does not own tomorrow. Remember that revelation remade your sight. Look again and see the masterpiece. Look again and see the key in your hand. Look again and see the armies of heaven in their patient, joyful ranks. This is not the end. This is the unlocking. This is not the last page. This is where the plot returns to promise. Walk through. Speak the yes that was written in you before time. Angels will take their cues from your courage. Doors will take their cues from your knock. Mountains will take their cues from your mustard seed faith. And when you finish this video, do not finish the moment. Sit a little longer in the quiet. Write the one name you must forgive. Write the one step you must take. Pray the one prayer that opens the one door. Then rise. Not as the one who barely survived, but as the one who finally remembers. God is with you. God is with you. God is with you. If this word found you, let it find someone else through you. Share it not as content, but as commissioning. And if this has awakened your spirit, stay. Come walk with us each day. Like, comment your name and city, subscribe to God is With, and let the earth and heaven see where the chosen are rising.